little talk tonight. Yeah. Evangelist Stefan Ibezim. Okay, so let me just quickly say this. There are types of people that you can teach. I'll just share something that happened recently. I don't want to take too much of our time. I was in a school, recently, and they were doing an event, a cultural event. So the school is in a church, is a church-owned school, and the school is in the church compound. So I'm sure it was maybe the church speaker, maybe just one they brought out, and then they were using a small mixer amp, that small mixer amp. So the sound was so bad, it was so terrible. They were playing at the highest volumes. The sound was so bad. So when I came in, I sat down, of course, so I couldn't just deal with the sound because I have some, leverage in the school. So I walked up to where the sound was, and I looked at it, and I saw that the everything was up. The gain, the height, the mid, the low, and the volume. Everything was just up at the highest. The sound was terrible, and they were playing music directly from a phone. So what I did was to, I quickly told them, I said, the sound is very bad and this setting is wrong. So I set it right. All right, I did the settings right. I still kept the volumes at least, because I think we were using one speaker for the outdoor. But I did the settings, put the height and the, this thing low. And while I was, doing it, the guy who was playing the music was like, sir, it's like you've taken my volume down. I said, no, I didn't take the volume down. The sound is bad. I just set it so that it will sound right. So afterwards, he played music. It was loud. For us that are outside, very loud. But it was sounding cleaner. Yeah, you're welcome, Miracle from Owerri West. Good to see you. So I sat down. I was with my wife and my sister-in-law. So they were like, hey, the sound is better. You fixed it. I said, yes. So, and I was like, I hope that they don't mess with it. They played one song with the sound that way. And then I think one or two. By the time they were playing the third, it went back to bad. It was so horrible. So I didn't bother to go again to set it right, because I quickly realized that, one, they don't know what good sound is. And I started thinking to myself, I said, they don't know that the sound is bad. So whatever I do will be seen as disturbance, right? So because they didn't know the sound was bad. Even the owner of the school, who is a pastor, everybody, they were just there, just enjoying the whole thing. Horrible sound, horrible. So I started thinking about it, and that's why I said, let me share this tonight with us. There are people that you can't teach: the ignorant and the arrogant. Especially, there are ignorant people that want to learn, they want to know. So if it's for such people, when you are able to show them that they are ignorant, when they discover that, oh, it's like, I'm not knowledgeable in this area, they quickly, slow down and take a learner's position. All right? They take a learner's position to learn. And such people, most of us are there. Of course, when you don't know something and there's somebody who has information in that line, why not? And then there's the arrogant. These are the people who do not know. They don't know that they don't know. And they also don't want to know what they don't know. That's the worst kind of, set of people to try to teach. And I find those two prevalent amongst religious people. So most people are very ignorant and arrogant. You can't teach them. You can't tell them. Even if you bring the evidence, you bring this thing, because of what they believed in over the years, they were told, maybe because of the person who told them the thing, and they think they believed something, so they don't even want to. There are people that they believe this thing, they don't even want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear that thing that you want to tell them that they feel is going to attack what they know. And that's a psychological problem. It's a psychological disorder. It's known as cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance. So such people, you find them prevalent, like those guys. So there was no need going back to set that sound again, because I discovered the people do not even know that the sound is bad. So I'm the one and a couple of other people who know that this sound is bad. They don't know. So I'm just imagining, so this church now, they probably do not know when the sound will be good. If I come here to minister, it's probably going to be horrible. Of course, I'll go with my sound engineer to make sure that things are right. So, but there are people like that in the religious sector, in Christianity. They don't know, they don't want to know, they don't even want to be taught. They just want to stick with that thing that they know. Because for them it's working. Like those people, as far as they are concerned, their hearing sound is loud, but they don't know it's noisy. All right. Before such people can learn, they have to come into. If there are people that maybe if they are used to that noise, then later they come to a place where you have a more refined sound, and they'll be like, "Oh, this sounds better." Then their system begins to change. Why there are some that when you actually give them refined sound, I've been in such places. When you give them refined sound, they'll be like, this thing is not loud. They are used to the noise. All right, so there are people like that. The ignorant, the arrogant. Sometimes you can't teach such people. And when you find them in the church, when you find them on social media making noise, you're trying to tell them something they don't even want to know, you just leave them. You just let them be with their thoughts. Results will eventually show, but it's a very sorry state, because if you just imagine a pastor pastoring a church, he's ignorant and he's arrogant. He's ignorant, he doesn't know, and he's also arrogant, he doesn't even want to know, because he's in a position, he has set up hall, and he has a few congregants coming to him, so he feels he has arrived. So he doesn't want to know, he doesn't want to know. And then the thing he doesn't know, because he's in a position where people are listening to him, he's also dishing out that ignorance to people. That's the worst. So I just wanted to share this tonight quickly, so that you ask yourself, am I ignorant? If you don't know something, knowledge is available. Research about it. Ask for the truth. Question everything, no matter who is coming from. Question everything. The truth is there. The truth is there in God's word. The truth is there about knowledge, even though you can find lies also. But as a believer, the Spirit of God helps you to know what the truth is. And the Bible is there. The Bible is there. The Bible is clear. The Bible is very clear. It doesn't matter who is saying it. You go to the scripture and you see it's not correct. You don't have to take it. It doesn't matter who is saying it. It doesn't matter how he's saying it. It doesn't matter whatever results whoever is claiming he has gotten from the nonsense that he's teaching. It is better for you to stay with the truth. Because like that sound, for example, like I said before, they are getting sound. It's loud. They are playing music, they are hearing it, but it's loud. The loud is not even the problem. It's noisy, it's distorted. Distorted sound. And that's what's happening in the lives of many people. Noise distortion in your life because of the kind of thing you are listening to, because of the kind of knowledge you expose yourself to, or because you don't expose yourself to knowledge. You don't want to know, or you don't know, ignorance, and you also don't want to know, arrogance. These two kinds of people, you can't teach them. Highest you can do, you can only probably pray for them and trust that God will reveal to them, what you need them to know. Apart from that, whatever it is you are saying, they are not going to pay attention. They are not going to pay attention to you because they feel that one that they want to know. They want to, especially in church, that to know is what they want to know. Lie, there's nothing you can tell me. So the ignorant and the arrogant, these two people, when you see them, pray for them. They are really in deep trouble, but they do not know. They do not know, especially in the church, in Christianity. They don't know. They don't want to know. My man of God said this. My pastor says, "Oh, this is there was I said something in the past about spiritual fatherhood. I said a human being cannot be a spiritual father. Hey, all hell broke loose. Everybody, some people here became my enemies. I am a proud son of Bishop so and so. I'm a proud son of Apostle this person. They are just making noise. And even when you bring scriptures, you go to Matthew 23. You read it there. Jesus said, I think I posted it recently again. Agowine herself is here from Jerusalem. Well done. And Emmanuel Agosi, good to see you. Well done. So I said it, and they don't even understand. They don't know. They are just arguing because they've been told this person is my spiritual father and his wife is my spiritual mother. But I'm not here to talk about that today. I think I will come back. I'll do a special video, maybe a video on that teaching, and I'll post it one day with scriptures. I'll show you. All right. So don't be ignorant. Don't be arrogant, so that you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. God bless you. My name is I.O.C.WALTER. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next time.